Okay, I posted this yesterday looking for this pullback here and then this drop. We got that, and yeah, I mean, if you caught that, well done. So what we're going to do today is have a close look at this and just see if this is going to be potentially a sustained move or otherwise. Before I do, I want to quickly show you something. This is an EA that we've been developing, and it's looking really promising. It's going to be free. Let me show you this. It's free, and you can go to this page here. It's just my URL and then AnthonyFXPro_EA. But here's the thing, completely free. Why is it free? Because it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days old. However, we've had 5 winning days in a row. You can click that to drop that down, have a look at the history, and it's free for all our members. Our VIP membership is $49.95 a month, and you gain access to everything with the EA thrown in. Now, have a look at this, guys. It has a stop loss on every trade. Very, very good risk management. Look at it. The losses are minimal. They're only small. There's only one bigger one there, but the rest of them are, yeah, it's completely under wraps. It's free because it's 4 days or 5 days old, and I'm waiting for some history to build, and then it's going to be a lot more expensive than VIP membership, I can assure you. This is potentially a game changer, especially because every trade has a stop loss. It's not martingale. This is real trading, trend continuation. It looks for the pullback, and when the market starts to expand again, okay, it opens a trade. So it's really unique, and you can grab it now and get connected to it and lock it in just for the price of the membership, VIP membership. All right, that's out of the way. Here we are looking at gold here. Now, this was my idea. This one down here was my last idea right there. If you go back, you'll see it in that video here. I was talking about that breakout. So what I was looking for was this pullback to break structure bearish and then an opportunity to go short. Now we had that. Then it was kind of short-lived into the US session. Last night things turned around. Yeah, we had some positive data, and it caused the stock markets to wiggle around a bit, and everything was impacted. So gold rallied on the back of that, but I'm wondering if that's short-lived. So here's what I'm looking for. 15-minute chart. This is trending up at the moment. All right, so how far that trades is the question. Now, I talked about this, the volume profile, the value area. So this is the main, like if we scrunch this up and go back, you'll see that price has traded to the low, to the high, to the low, to the high, to the low, to the high. Okay, you get my drift. All right, so it wiggles around between the high and low of the value area on the volume profile. That's fair value, especially up here where this red line is, right? Point of control, fair value. So through here is, yeah, pretty much fair value. It's buyers and sellers, they agree on this thing, and and also the algos, smart money algos will be working the high and low of that this level. So here's the thing with this. Now we're heading back into this key area. This is a strong level of resistance until it's not. Like back here, see that? Strong support, broke through, and then up it went. So here's my trade plan. If this breaks through and we get a retest of that, this is then breaking back into value. And there's a good chance that it's potentially going to target number 1 and possibly number 2. If it breaks above this value area low. So that's one idea. So if it breaks above, I would look to possibly get long, target 1, target 2, something like that. So we could just put a note there. Okay, potential buy if that's the case. Now here's the thing. With the indices, if you look at the S&P, it's dropping back, and we've seen strength come into gold. Okay, so capital exits risk assets and heads into transfers into safe haven assets and currencies. So with the stock market pulling back, this has rallied. However, if you take a quick look at the US 500, for example, let's just quickly go there. This is traded down into, like, there's a big level here, guys. So I'm wondering if it holds here and then rallies from here, right? That's bullish at the moment until it's not. All right, so this is key. So if that starts to push, and I know there's a lot of excitement around risk assets at the moment, that would impact gold negatively, in my opinion. And what we could see is gold potentially breaks down, and then we get that. All right. So if it closes back in through this blue line, back into the volume profile value area, I'm looking to go long. If it fails and doesn't close into here, and then we get like a failed auction here, more or less. All right, that's a reclaim of the value area back in here, and this is a failed auction here. If it drops, well, it's forming another area of value, but that could tank. So I'm looking then, if that's the case, to get short. That would be my thing there. Trade plan, if it breaks in here, long, and then if it breaks under here, I'm short. Yeah, and look, just keep an eye on, see, you got this channel. Okay, just follow the channel. So you got, if that starts to create another channel, right, just watch for the break of structure where you get that breakout market structure there. Similar to, I mean, back here, look, it traded down and you had the pullback, right? There's your pullback, and then it just breaks structure, breaks out of the pullback here. Right? Another thing that you can use with this is an anchored VWAP. So, for example, it pulled back. How do you know where to get short, right? So, if you're looking for a sell, you could throw a VWAP on this high, and if it pulls back again, throw another VWAP on that. Now, if you do that, what you get, like if we throw a VWAP on that, anchored VWAP, see how it pulls back in through here, and then it breaks down here, and you get that break of structure. Have a look at the yellow VWAP line. See that? So you're looking for that downtrend, pull back, and then break under VWAP tells you that bears are in control here, and then you got that. So all you got to do is just use your anchored VWAP to help you. I mean, sometimes you're going to come undone. I mean, over here, like if you had a VWAP here, you might have got short there, thinking that's, well, actually, how did that work? Yeah, I mean, you could have got short up in here, but then you just got to be careful. This is why I'm saying to everybody at the moment that, if you're going to be trading, the markets are so volatile and they can turn around at any time. Close 50% or 60% at 1 hour, and then, pull your stop loss down a bit, and you're safe, all right? So that's what I'd be looking to do. Anyway, guys, that's a bit of a trade plan. Be careful out there. It's, volatile. Love it if you comment. Let me know what you think. That's my take on gold at the moment. And I hope you have a great day. Safe trading, and see you in the next one.